Alright, so this is the installation video for an upper charge pipe on a 2012 BMW 535i. So here's the kit I got. It's from a company called Mastery of Art and Design. I got this kit on ECS Tuning. It's going to come with your main upper charge pipe, a little silicone coupler, 2 locking rings, an O-ring, and then your C-clamp. As for the tools needed, I ended up using 3 different Torx bits, a T10, 20, and 27. I used a 7, 10, and 16 millimeter socket, both a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch ratchet, a 7 millimeter Allen, a pick tool, and then I ended up needing an extension as well. Alright, so here's a photo of the engine bay. Your upper charge pipe is going to sit just to the right under that brace and air duct. Alright, here we are in the engine bay. There's your charge pipe right there. First thing we're going to start with is getting that 16 millimeter bolt from that brace. So we'll start just with getting that front one off of there. Like I said, it's a 16 millimeter. You'll take the front bolt completely out. That back bolt, we'll just loosen that one up. No need to take it all the way out because we're just going to swing this brace out of the way. So now that we've got that brace moved up out of the way, we can start on this duct for the airbox. This just kind of slides in there. I was a little more careful than I needed to be, but you really just pull it out and yeah. Like I said, I was a little more careful than I really needed to be. I couldn't quite tell if it connected the same way down at the bottom. It does, and really all you need to do is just kind of yank it out. Now with that out of the way, we have a lot better access to the charge pipe itself. These are just a few of the things we'll have to disconnect before moving it. So this evap purge vacuum line here, it's just a quick connect. You just squeeze on the sides and lift up. The next one we'll get is a 7 millimeter up towards the front. Just loosen that one up. And I actually ended up just pulling the whole air box off. It just sits in with some grommets. So it's really no big deal to move out of the way, and then you have a 7 millimeter right there to loosen and kind of get it out of place, but it freed up the area a whole lot, so it helped a lot. Next, we'll just pull that little ring out of there with a pick tool. Next, we'll remove the upper charge pipe from the actual throttle body. It just slides out of place. Now that everything is disconnected, we'll just gently remove it. Make sure there's no lines or anything in the way. Shouldn't be too hard to get out of there once you have both ends, disconnected. For this map sensor, I was going to go ahead and take the bolts out, but then realized it's easier just to get a pick tool in there and just disconnect from the connection instead. After that, everything should just slide right out of place. Now with that removed, I just went back and kind of cleaned up the throttle body area just to avoid any type of dirt or debris getting into the system. And I went ahead and pre-installed the coupler and the map sensor just to make it a little bit easier. Now we'll just try to maneuver the new charge pipe in. Just kind of do the best you can to get it in there. I will say I found it easiest to get the end that goes on the throttle body kind of as low as you could get it first. This was my first attempt and it didn't go so well, so I kind of had to adjust. And like I said, if you do like this and try to get that end as low as you can, and it'll kind of fit on there properly. And like I said, just work at it and you'll get it on there. Once you get that in place and over the throttle body, it sits in there properly. You just have to work on getting that coupler back over that front boost pipe. After that, you've got a few 10mm bolts to tighten up and some things to hook back up. Yeah, so we're pretty much finished then. It's just putting a few bolts back on, getting the air box all tightened back up, getting that ductwork back in there. And for the most part, this is really easy install. There was a few, difficulties in getting it to fit correctly, but overall not too bad at all. Thank you so much for watching, and keep an eye out for the next video.